And we are back where we were at. Look at that. Just straight back to where we're at. Do you need a sausage? No, we'll give you a pat. There we go. Wayback Machine. So there you go. Okay, interesting. All right. So we can't really do much else in here. We can continue working on that. But what I would like to do is I would like to do some of the quests in the other one as well. I reckon. That is actually really cool. So let's go back, way back to the future. So I can say that this time. So you can just go as many times as you actually want, which is really crazy. So we'll jump in the old ute. And we've got a lot of repairing and stuff that we've got to do here. Is that windmill running? It is. So we do have electricity. There's an old truck again. There we go. Let's jump into the Maverick. We've got a full tank of fuel. We'll head over and we'll do a quest over here. It's going to be a bit weird though. Like, it's going to be difficult to work out exactly how you want to do this, isn't it? Check all the sunflowers out. We've got sunflowers up over there. Looks like there is something going on here. What's going on here? Is this like a racing challenge or something? Hey, there's actually fruit on the trees over there. Yeah, drone race competition. Difficulty medium, entry fee $20, award 200. You need a drone to join the race. There you go. Let's head up here and we'll go and do this quest for William, who seems to have a pretty good place in comparison to everybody else's. Oh, no, not really. There we go. So that is William right there. Oh, hang on a minute. William has...
Hello, William? Oh, hello.
A logging trailer.
Yeah, funny thing, you know. For a moment, I was certain I was indeed my grandfather living back then. Peculiar dream, I think.
Your grandfather, eh? Now, he was a man to remember. He is a legend around these parts. Well, at least to some people. No wonder you miss him. He even helped our family settle down here, you know? My grandma Emily held him in the highest esteem for his help when she just moved in, alone and with no money. He was also a great friend of my grandpa Stan, so yeah, I'm sure lots of people here remember him. But anyway, done with your harvesting?
Yeah, I think so, for now.
Great. How about helping me with that tree we talked about earlier?
Just tell me what you need me to do.
There's that lone spruce by the road that needs to be cut down and the logs stored next to the barn. Could you help me out with that?
Sure, no problem.
All right, here's the chainsaw, and you can use my trailer to transport the logs.
All right, there you go. There you go. So there is a backstory, yeah, because this guy's grandmother and grandfather lived on this farm, and we helped them out when we were doing that stuff. So that's pretty interesting. I can turn up the volume. Could you not hear that? Let me just fix this for you. Hang on a sec. There we go. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. Barely, you heard it over there, Noble. Hopefully they'll be all right. Let's go and get our tractor. We're going to have to go get our tractor. Going to have to chop down a tree and then pick up some logs by the looks of it, so... Oh, shit. I was reading comments. I wasn't even looking down the road. Can hear me fine, but you can't hear the game? Okay. It's probably a bit louder now, so hopefully that'll be all right. Hopefully. Park the ute up. There goes my insurance. All right, let's jump in our tractor because we're going to need this. It might actually, you know what? It might actually be a class tractor. I reckon it's a class tractor. Yep. Definitely. Definitely a class tractor. We'll go and hook his trailer up. And we'll go and do that job. It's just it's crazy the whole transition and stuff like that, so it's pretty crazy. Can we get through here? Maybe we can. All these slackers using my roads. My roads, exactly. Let's hook up this trailer. And we'll head down here. And he wants this tree down here chopped down, so we'll chop that down. Lovely. All right. So he's given us a chainsaw, which is in F2. Oh, yeah, I remember this from Lumberjack's Dynasty. And they've actually got a branded chainsaw in here. You know what? See how it's a battery-operated steel chainsaw with that big battery in it? I've got exactly... These are the exact same tools that I use at work. Exact same tools. All right. I wondered why it was so quiet. Yeah, that's the exact same tool system that I use at work. Right. Let's pull him beside here. Load these onto the trailer. So how do we do this? Let's see. Manipulate crane, left mouse button. Well, that didn't work out very well, did it? Pick that one up. I remember in Lumberjack's Dynasty, I don't know if you guys didn't watch my series in Lumberjack's Dynasty, in the beginning when that came out, it actually if your logs were hanging over the top like this is, like hanging over the end of the railing at the front, then it would bug out on you. I don't know whether for those of you that did watch that series, it was quite crazy actually. Like how much it actually bugged out on you. Okay, cool. So, and you can switch between gearbox settings by the looks of it. Store the logs in the designated area. I don't know whether we can, whether that log's going to fall off or what. Doesn't look like it is. It does. It's quite simple, but I think it's... thank you for the likes on the channel. I appreciate it very much. You were looking for that series last night. Christina, would you be able to, over on YouTube, would you be able to just put a link to the playlist for my Lumberjacks Dynasty series, please? Thank you very much, Christina. So that's 83 episodes there. Whoop. Oh, this is just so much easier, honestly. It's so easy, even I can do it. Again, thank you for the likes, everybody. You've been watching it before sleeping. Cool. And in the beginning of that, Greens, because it was when the game was initially released, it was quite crazy because it would just bug out with the trailer. Sorry, the logging trailer. It was hilarious.
The tree is down, and the logs are where you wanted them.
Great job. You can keep the chainsaw. You'll need it more than I will.
Appreciated. I'll be sure to put it to good use. Now, before I go...
Yes?
About my grandfather. You were saying people might remember him. Any idea who exactly? I was wondering.
Well, off the top of my head, you should go talk to James. His grandmother Molly used to be pretty close with your grandfather. I'm sure he knows a tale or two. And there's also Hannah. She still runs the jam business founded by Audrey. She's okay, I guess, but I don't know her that much. Pretty sure you'll meet others who could tell you more.
Right, thanks, man. I'll be on my way.
Sure thing. And thanks for your help.
There you go. There you go. Remembering Molly, the sweetest business. Helping William, we finished that one, so there's new quests. Who's that? That's Layla. Hello. Between the logging trailer and that crazy spot in the lumber mill where you could get stuck, yeah. You were almost done. It was funny, though. It was funny. I think in the end I put it to fun. I think in the very first time it happened. Yeah. Volume. Was the volume too high now, or is it not loud enough, Brian? Because I can't get the voice volume any louder. I don't think. Sound. Voice volume is up full. Can probably move that up a little bit. It's fine. There you go. Yeah, if I'm married, whether my wife's name, I reckon probably. So, go and meet James. All right, we'll jump into here. If it's too loud now, everybody, just let me know. I wonder whether we can have that logging trailer. Yeah, it's really interesting, the interconnection between the two times, isn't it? Like, it's going to be interesting to see what... There's an old baler here. Just near our farm. Our farm's just up the road there. So, I'm just here. I think you guys were saying that the cave's up here somewhere or something, was it? Where's the shop? Where's the shop? Down here, actually. Cave's up here somewhere, maybe? Let's do a save as well, just to be safe. I'm going to save another save, I reckon, because... Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Look, there we go. There's apples on the trees. Look at that. We're picking somebody's apples. I know we shouldn't be, but, you know, money's money, right? We'll pick them before we introduce ourselves. There we go. And there as well. Bad neighbour social points? Don't know. Not sure, but didn't think about that. Where is he? He's over there. What are you doing over there, buddy? Oh, I can't even jump that. Can't even jump that small bit. Oh, he's walking back again. Come on, mate. James.
Hello, can I help you?
Hi, I am looking for James. William sent me.
Well, here I am. Again, can I help you?
Not sure. I moved into my late grandfather's house, there, up by the road, trying to find people who knew the old man, perhaps. Just to get to know more about him, I suppose. Didn't think much of him my entire life, and yet, while living in his house, he seems to become more and more familiar.
You are his grandson? My gosh, I heard someone moved in, but I thought, welcome, welcome. My grandmother was a good friend of your grandfather's. I mean, our families were very close for decades. I've heard so much about the man. Lots of good stories.
Did you meet him?
Yeah, but long ago.
Bush.
I moved out with my parents to live in the city when I was just a kid, so I barely remember him. I kind of remember his smile, though.
Good to know. We need to share a tale or two sometime.
That we will. In the meantime, I'm really glad you dropped by.
Why? Need some help?
Actually, yes. You know, I seem to be the only farmer around who knows nothing about farming.
How so?
Well, I moved in a year ago, but I am a programmer, not a farmer.
So how do you...
I manage workers to help, mostly. It costs me some, but not as much as you might imagine. It just takes a bit of skill. Yet it is the peak of the season, and fees are extremely high. I got my field harvested yesterday, but the hay needs baling, and you know, can you help me? I can offer you Grandma Molly's old baler. Kind of appropriate that you own it now, and I have no use for it anyway, so...
This sounds fair to me. Sure, I'll do it.
Just like the old man. Thank you, I appreciate it.
There we go. All right, cool. So we get to get ourselves a baler now, which is really good. So let's jump in our beast. It kind of sounds. It sounds all right. It sounds all right to me, Brian. Actually, sounds all right to me. Let's open that up. We'll go and pick this thing up. Gotcha. Right, lovely. Let's go and get stuck on this. Okay, that's a bit disappointing. There we go. Oh, no. Now I'm going to hit the fence. All right, lovely. Okay, where's his field that needs baling? It's over there. Can we get past... We can't get past those crops, so we're going to have to go around because if we run over his crops, he's going to be very peeved off, so... An old Caesar Western East baler, which does small bales by the sounds of it, by the looks of it. Those tiny bales. But it's good. Okay, let's start the baler. And we'll run through here and we'll pick all of this stuff up. Cool. Here we are doing some baling. I wish it kind of left better windrows though. You normally Vax just throw them in your bale place in your barn. I think. Oh my god, I'm just going too fast. I'm just going. I put cruise control on. It's having trouble on its way up the hill, but as soon as it got up the hill, it was fine. So it's spitting the bales out. Good, good. It means size you can still pick up. Yeah, pick up and load onto your bale trailer. And we do have a bale trailer back home, so... Missed this bit over here. Completely. Missed this bit completely. I wonder whether he's going to get us to move it all as well. But we do get to have this baler, which is good, which means we can actually bale our fields now too. And load our trailer up. And again, that's one of the charming things I think about the Dynasty series is the whole bartering system and all that type of stuff. You know, you can do jobs for people to get this stuff, especially sort of in the beginning, and then once you start making loads of money, you can go out and buy stuff from the stores and sort of upgrade everything. Now, I know there is an upgraded, a bigger baler than this that will be in it. I don't think you can buy it at this point in time though. So ain't nothing wrong with tiny bales. No, a lot easier to use. Looks really similar to your case baler. Yeah, it's kind of like a case or an old case or an old Massey Ferguson baler, isn't it? From back in the day. There we go. First conversation at game start was with Molly, his grandmother. It ended up saying she liked you. Romantic conspiracies there, Noble. And Molly was the old guy that lived in that. His grandfather's, his great grandfather's daughter. Oh, it's all just getting too confusing. Same engine as the first farm dynasty. Yeah, the Azure engine or something like that. Is that right? No, Noble looked it up the other night. She met you at the farm on the first day. Yes, she did. And it was her father or something, or her grandfather or something that put us onto the initial jobs and stuff. So, oh, let's grab all of that stuff. Getting quite a few bales out of it, actually, aren't we? To be honest. Flashback. You're always flashing, whether it's your back or your front or whatever, Mac. Okay, we'll spin around here. I didn't even notice up in the top right hand corner there's how much hay's left as well. Argon 5 game engine, there you go. Which I think might be their own engine, right? It should. It will come to console, Golf Dad. And welcome, by the way. They always do. The other ones have as well. It just takes time. So I'm guessing that that it might be like a very similar way to what they did last time, which is they got the game running and they got everything finished off on PC, and then they concentrated on releasing it for a console. So I believe that it will. It will just be a lot longer than PC. So, although porting's a lot easier nowadays, so it may not be. What console do you use? No, I've got like 169. That's the amount of hay, I think, in litres that's on the ground or something. That up the top right hand corner. So as you can see, as I pick up more hay, it's not actual bales. But we can actually bale our own fields now as well, which is really cool. Let's pick up all that stuff. Tractor doesn't like going uphill pulling this baler. I think I missed a bit. And they've already had all the experience of bringing the games, the original games, to console as well, Golf Dad, and so it's going to be a lot easier for them as well, I think, to do that. And what's your handicap? Way. But you know, you got to say, like, we've been streaming now for 3.5 hours, just over 3.5 hours. The game has run, touch wood, has run really well for that stream. So for the entire stream so far, the game has been running non-stop. So we haven't like closed it or anything like that. So I just want to get this piece over here. Because we missed it. So we have completed that now. So let's turn the baler off. We'll go back around this way, I think. Now there's dirt on the tyres, and it looks like there is a little bit of dirt getting on the tractor as well. So I was wondering about whether or not that would happen. And it's definitely happening in this, but I haven't seen it happen on the old tractor. So you want to console my viewers who had to put up with me? That's not very nice, Mac. But it's very you though, isn't it? All right. Let's finish this job off.
All hay baled.
All right, I should manage the bales. Thanks. And the baler is yours. I hope it is in good hands.
Thanks. And one more thing. That worker management. I mean, how hard can it be? Could you teach me?
Sure. With right attitude and some bucks to spend, you can have a lot of work done without even breaking a sweat.
That is surely useful. I appreciate your help. Anything else you could teach me?
There's still a lot to learn about worker management, but you need some more experience first. Still, if you want to learn something useful, go and talk to Eric. He lives south of here, by the lake. His grandfather was a vehicle mechanic, and Eric is a pretty famous carpenter himself. Maybe he could teach you a thing or two.
That's great to hear. I'll surely go and see him. I hope he might help me learn some new skills.
Me too. Well, see you around.
Bye.
That was very IT, wasn't it, Loz? Okay, so we unlocked the skill worker 1, but that means nothing because learning the craft. See, everything else is now available in like not wanting to get all the work done without breaking a sweat. Loz. Just stirring you up, mate. Looks like we are bogged. Oh, yep. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There we go. Alright, so we're probably locked out of any more quests on this map now as well, so... Yeah, brain sweat. Alright, so let's bale our fields, shall we? And then we can put all of our bales on the on our bale trailer. And then we can basically throw them in our barn. And put some in, get some cows and stuff happening as well. My question is, what do we do? Do we go back to the old times and continue on, or do we continue on with the new times and start fixing houses up and stuff? I can't see the cedar that we had. I can't see that anywhere, interestingly enough, so I don't know whether we can actually seed anything or not. Back is pretty sore still, but I think we might make it a hard to tell, Noble. Brains dictates and says that it should probably be a 5-part. Need to go back and make babies. I do need to go back and make babies, or otherwise I don't really exist now, do I? Technically. But I don't know whether we can do that in this in the play test though. So yeah, true. That's very true, Noble. Okay, we'll get these bales done, then we'll grab the bale trailer. Oh, there is also, we do also have, the other field that we've got to bale as well, don't we? So we're getting quite a chunk of bales. But we could sell some of them if we wanted to, but these do become cow food, so... There we go. Okay, so we've got an almost bale on there as well. Go as long as you can in the future, Brian reckons. Yeah, probably. I think we could do a little bit of renovating and stuff like that. We pick these up by hand, yes we do, and then we throw it Noble, and then we throw them on our bale trailer because we have a bale trailer. So, no worries, BBs. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, and it's been good to have you here. Have a good night's sleep, and hopefully I'll see you around on YouTube and on further streams and stuff. It would be really awesome if I did. So take care. This game looks really good. You really enjoyed it. I think Golf Dad, I think you'll really enjoy this. It's almost the same, but it has Lumberjack's Dynasty as well as Farmer's Dynasty in it. So, and a completely different story, obviously, as you've seen so far. So. Very, very cool so far, though. I've been having an absolute ball on it. We'll roll through here and just get this baling done. Big votey on YouTube, maybe. Do you guys want to see another hour of gameplay, or should I end the stream in another 15 minutes when 4 hours is up? There's a bale in there. We've got to remember that that's laying there. Oh, I forgot as well. We also have our whippersnipper as well. So there's probably going to be yard jobs to do as well, right? And we're going to need to get some seeds in the greenhouses because we've got to kind of start that again as well. What's Mac doing now? Another hour would be cool. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. You look smooth, Mac. We're getting close to getting this finished. Keeps making suspicious comments. Oh my god. Doesn't he always, though? You've had to allow half of his comments. Jeez, Mac, come on. Oh, my gosh. In the first game, didn't you push a button in the greenhouse and water would come on? Yes, that is correct. But I haven't been able to find that in the greenhouse here at this point in time. Whether it is still that case or not, I don't know. So we'll have to... Although, you know, what we should do is we should bloody... We're getting stuck here. Oh, getting stuck on the edge. What we should do probably, I reckon, is we should check, Brian, whether now that we're in the modern day, whether we have an automatic watering system in there. Because it may not have been there in the old days. YouTube's mind goes everywhere, doesn't it? All these talk about naked streaming and chloroform and zip ties are apparently frowned upon. Oh my god. As long as they're done at the same time. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, maybe the modern greenhouse does have one. An automatic watering system. It'd be worth checking out. And did you guys notice you can, I think I pointed it out before, you can change between gearbox settings on the fly? So that's pretty interesting. Alright, we're nearly done. Now, it doesn't... well, I didn't think that it created collision on the bales, but that one just did. I was just about to say it doesn't create collision on the bales, but that one kind of did. Not for the tractor, maybe? No, not for the tractor. Okay, that is it. That's our baling done. So some of the baler does, some of it doesn't. Look. So I think it's the pickup area that kind of does. Let's leave the baler here for now. And we'll go and pick up our bale trailer. If I'm going to run for another hour, then in 9 minutes I'll go and have a break, a quick break. Our bale trailer is here. Oh, that's not very happy, is it? There we go, that's better. That needs a little bit of work. All right, let's jump out of here. We'll grab you. Well, I thought I could grab them. We used to be able to grab them. Huh. Interesting. Maybe we can't because we're really, really tired. Because that does actually make a difference, so Let's eat a few of those apples, and we'll go and have a seat. Go and have a seat at the. We need to chop a tree down before we can have a seat. And all of the trees have all returned as well, which is good. Where's the auto load in the future? You can probably end up, you can probably end up buying one as well. Down it goes. Get rid of those. I'm just grabbing this for I'm just actually grabbing this for firewood, but we can also sell this as well. Can't do that. So that gives us a little bit of firewood. Lovely. Got the brush cutter as well. Look at that. Oh, I remember all the brush cutting that we used to do on... all the brush cutting that it doesn't seem to be working. All the brush cutting that we used to do on Lumberjack's Dynasty as jobs for everybody. I don't think it's working at this point in time. By the looks of it, that sucks. Because that was a waste of a purchase, wasn't it, really? Okay. That's alright, that's fine. Let's add some wood. And light that. And we'll sit down on the bench and have a little bit of a rest. And I may as well, while that's happening, I may as well just go and have a really quick break, make a cup of coffee, I think. Sounds like a dentist drill. Yuck, no. All right, we'll see if when our energy's up, it makes a huge difference. I'll be back in a sec, guys.